Next, on This Week in Mizzou Football, the Tigers are in need of a bounce back. Franklin Agbasimir crosses an ocean for a chance to be a part of Mizzou, and SEC Nation visits the iconic columns. This Week in Mizzou Football is brought to you by Bud Light, proud friend of the Missouri Tigers and famous among friends. University of Missouri Healthcare, Mid-Missouri's only academic health center, where yes finds a way. Papa John's, when the Tigers play, you save with Papa John's. Use the promo code Mizzou50 on each Tiger football game day and get 50% off your regular menu price online order only at papajohns.com. Better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's. And Purina Pro Plan, nutrition that performs. This segment of This Week in Mizzou Football is presented by Shelter Insurance. We're your shield, we're your shelter.
Squad is wild this morning in the shadow of the iconic columns, where we'll get you ready for SEC football.
If I say M-I-Z, I can't hear you. M-I-Z. Let's go.
They ready today.
They are ready.
They ready today.
They have been here all morning.
Yes.
I think the real Columbian might be standing up. I don't know.
Boy, you look at the SECs, Mike, and this is a wide open division. But what gives them a chance, they both have two of the best quarterbacks in this conference. It's the SEC opener between the Tigers and Gamecocks here from Faroe Field.
Do it for each other. Every snap, you work, you're ready. I believe in you. Don't knock it out from start to finish.
M-I-Z.
Time to get the SEC season going. Here's the voice of the Tigers, Mike Keller.
Missouri hoping for defensive improvement this week.
Takes the snap, zone read running left. Dowdle hit at the line of scrimmage and dropped. Terez Hall flies in to make the stop.
33-yard attempt for Alexander Wozniak. First career field goal try, and it's no good. And Barry Odom is fired up.
How about these Tigers?
Again on the ground. And Crockett off to a fast start. 11 more for DeMaurier Crockett. 33 rushing yards on this drive.
Witter shuts a tackler. First down to the 30.
Breaks the tackle. Witter into the secondary and torpedoes ahead for a first down. Tucker McCann will try a long field goal. Kick is up. And Missouri on the board first.
How about that for the confidence of the young kid from O'Fallon, Illinois?
Have everybody in this circle giving us everything you want, right?
Missouri with a safety blitz, and it worked.
Excellent play by Thomas Wilson.
Bringing the safety blitz, the perfect timing. Coach Odom probably still jumping for joy on the sideline if their defense can keep this up.
Opportunity to get out of the drive and get the football back with a 3-0 lead.
Bentley under pressure. And sacked. Taken down by Jordan Harold. Walked on to Missouri and has now earned a starting gig and a captainship.
You just can't make this kind of story up.
Hey, let's go. Come on. Rock and roll, baby. It's rodeo time. It's rodeo time.
Play action fake over the middle and a seam wide open. The tight end running his Reese inside the 20 to the 10. Won't be caught.
All the way to the house. Jason Reese, the tight end.
If you don't respect tight ends in this league, they will hurt you.
Way to hit the house, kid. Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Big play has been, for the most part, absent. Locke taking a shot downfield. Caught! Emmanuel Hall.
Hall makes the adjustment in the reception at the 8.
They wisely kick it away. This one to A.J. Turner. And Turner gets a big hop as he's tackled at the 28-yard line.
And that's the kind of thing that can ignite a sideline in a game that's this close right now with so much at stake for them in the SEC East. This is a really good way to all of a sudden get the crowd back into it the way we're starting to hear now.
South Carolina into victory formation, and that'll do it.
Missouri built the 10-0 lead. Carolina then outscored Missouri 31-3 the rest of the week.
Every one of them will be decided by our ability to go execute consistently. There is no margin of error for this group. We got to lock arms and be tighter than we've ever been, because nothing is going to be handed to us.
Next, the most unlikely of Tigers shares how he got to the zoo when This Week in Mizzou Football continues. Mizzou Athletics would like to thank our premier partners, MU Healthcare and Shelter Insurance. This Week in Mizzou Football is presented by University of Missouri Healthcare, Mid-Missouri's only academic health center, where yes finds a way. It is moments after the Tigers fall to South Carolina, and head coach Barry Odom knows this is the time to turn the page.
From here on out, on the rest of our schedule, okay, of the 10 that we have scheduled, every one of them will go down to the fourth quarter. There is no margin of error for this group, and that's okay. That's all right. We know who we are. We got to have the advantage in our will to go do it. Our will and grind and grit to go do it. It's going to be a damn fight. Next week will be the biggest game of the year. We can't leave anything to chance. In our preparation, our togetherness, our academic world, our social life, and caring about each other. We're close. 31-13 don't seem like it's close. But I can remove 6 plays, and we're standing here singing. You never know when those 6 plays are going to happen. We will not let one loss define who we are. You guys understand that?
Yes, sir. Bring it in, bring it in. Repeat after me. Be honest. Be honest. Be a man. Be a man. Love your brother. Love your brother. First and fifth. Last of all. Tigers on 3. 1, 2, 3. Tigers.
This Week in Mizzou Football Spotlight is presented by Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Franklin Agbasamir might have the most unique backstory on the Mizzou football team. The native of Lagos, Nigeria, played exactly 1 year of high school football before arriving in Como.
Like I started off playing soccer. I'm from Nigeria, like everybody plays soccer. So I started playing soccer till I got to middle school or high school. Then I started playing basketball. So people's been telling me you're too strong for this game.
But back home, there was no sports outlet for Franklin's natural strength. When he moved to Florida for his senior year of high school, he'd only even seen American football on television once. And even that was an accident.
I thought the basketball game was going to come on. Instead of that, the Ravens game came on, and it was a football game. That was Ray Lewis was playing. He was still in the Ravens then. So I saw him come out, with the whole celebration and how the whole dance and stuff. So I was like, oh, okay, let me just watch this a little bit. People were chanting. I'm like, they got pads on. He was so scary. I'm like, let me see what's going on here. Then that was the first time I actually watched football.
The image of Lewis burned into Agbasamir's mind from across the Atlantic Ocean. And when he saw the game in person for the first time at Florida's Montverde Academy, it all made sense.
Now I got to use my power. In basketball, you can't hit somebody, you get foul calls. He was too soft for me. I went straight to defense.
And straight to college football. 1 year of high school football was enough for Mizzou to make an offer. The World Traveler got to add SEC to his long list of destinations.
He just got a great feel for the game. He's just an outstanding athlete. He got all the tools to be a great football player.
And all the tools to be a great student. Agbasamir is an econ major with a minor in international business.
My dad he's into international business, like import and export, from Nigeria to China and all that stuff. So I want to go into that line.
You know about 5 different languages, I want to say.
I speak Patois, then Igbo, Yoruba, English. Then my French is a little rusty.
Add a sixth language, the language of football.
I don't even know what the rules are. I never even know what a first down was. I had to like get to like how to like, you know, 3 and out. It's just too many going on.
He's got it down now. Mizzou's own Nigerian nightmare for opposing offenses in the SEC. Next on This Week in Mizzou Football, SEC Nation meets Mizzou Nation as Tiger fans flock to the Quad for the SEC Network. Mizzou Football is proud to partner with Missouri Credit Union and Hy-Vee in an effort to sack hunger in Missouri. For each Tiger sack during the 2017 season, each sponsor will donate $100 to the food bank for Central and Northeast Missouri. This portion of This Week in Mizzou Football is presented by Bud Light, proud friend of the Missouri Tigers and famous among friends. The SEC Network's traveling pregame show, SEC Nation, stocked with former stars and other characters, hypes up fans across the conference each Saturday morning. And Mizzou provided the perfect backdrop for the show's first visit to an SEC campus this season.
Live from the University of Missouri in Columbia, welcome to SEC Nation.
Francis Quadrangle, affectionately called the Quad, is wild this morning in the shadow of the iconic columns, where we'll get you ready for SEC football. Tigers versus Gamecocks here, Tigers versus Tigers elsewhere, and much more. Statement opportunities for a few teams, and for a handful of others, it's week 2 tune-up time, but don't you dare overlook an opponent. As we welcome you to SEC Nation, Laura Rutledge, Tim Tebow, Marcus Spears, ready to go, and Paul Feinbaum. I tell you what, every campus we go to is different, but we don't always get a backdrop like this. And just the incredible hospitality of the university to put us here, we're gonna make it look great. It already looks beautiful. We'll make it look even cooler. And I guarantee you, when people watch our show from 9 to 11 Central and SEC Network, they're gonna say, wow, I wanna be there. You know, that looks like a lot of fun. And that's mainly credited to the fans who will be out here. Paul, I heard you have a message for this crowd.
I got a question for this crowd. If I say M-I-Z, I can't hear you. M-I-Z. Let's go.
Mizzou fans are so committed, and I think no matter what goes on the different success rates for programs, you can count on them. They will show up. They will be loud. They'll be so proud of their school.
The cheerleaders have been out. We've had the Golden Girls. We've had all kinds of great fans throughout SEC Nation on this week 2 Saturday.
Such a rich history here, traditions passed down to multiple generations and families, and I think that's really the reason. To me, Missouri fans are tied to this school because it's tied to their family and it's tied to every part of their being. They're raised this way, and we are so excited, and I can't think of a better place to start than right here in Columbia, Missouri.
Coming up, we flash back to the day the Tigers ran all over the Longhorns in the historic season of '97, when This Week in Mizzou Football returns. Shop the Tiger Team Store, the official store of Mizzou Athletics. The Tiger Team Store has the largest selection of official Mizzou gear for every fan. Visit the Tiger Team Store's many locations on game day or every day, and online at tigerteamstore.com. This portion of This Week in Mizzou Football is presented by your local Trusted Choice independent insurance agent. Visit trustedchoice.com to find an agent in your area. Sitting at 3-3 on the season, trying to become the first Missouri team to qualify for a bowl game in 13 years, the 1997 Tigers faced a crossroads. A team meeting after a tough loss to Kansas State pointed Mizzou in the right direction as Texas came to town in mid-October.
The Texas game was the product of that team meeting. And we kind of taught ourselves a lesson that we had the ability to play with most teams.
Facing one of college football's prestige programs, Mizzou unleashed a symphony of scampers up and down Faurot Field.
And
handoff. Olivo running on the right side, breaks 3:15, 10-5. Brock will score. Missouri comes back and scores. Takes the snap, deep handoff. Olivo, touchdown Missouri. He leaped into the end zone, and the Tigers have tied the ball game with 5 seconds to go in the half. Blackwell breaks the tackle to the 40. The big man to the 50. To the 40. Can he go to the 30? To the 20. The big man breaks the tackle. Touchdown, Missouri. A 68-yard jaunt by the big man, Ernest Blackwell.
Missouri had the lead thanks to 3 rushing touchdowns, which had the Longhorns' full attention, opening up the air attack.
Option play to the right, pitch it to West. He's going to throw the football. Man wide open, lofts it out for Lehman. He's got it to the 25, to the 20, to the 10. Wrestled down at the 8. The Tigers are knocking on the door.
Oh, what a play! What a play!
Takes the snap, option. He pitches to West, and West goes into the touchdown, into the end zone for the Missouri touchdown. Jones will keep it. Cuts it up at the 15. To the 10, to the 5, touchdown Missouri. He took it to the house himself.
All 5 Tiger touchdowns came from the ground game, as Mizzou rushed for 252 yards.
Ricky Williams was their running back, soon to be Heisman Trophy winner, and it was at home in front of our home crowd. So that was a big, big win for us.
We're 1-1. In reality, we're 1-1.
The Tigers won't be 1-1 for long. Saturday, the next game arrives as the Purdue Boilermakers visit Faurot Field. Coming off their first loss of the 2017 season, the Tigers' mettle is being tested, but Barry Odom is encouraged.
I like my football team, and I like the direction that they've shown since the game.
Let's play ball, baby. Let's keep playing.
We also need to realize, the urgency of getting those things fixed, the urgency of going and playing a complete football game together. We're kind of past due on that. It's time to go do it.
Come on, D.
Bentley takes the snap.
Get out, baby. Let's go, D.
Hit is going to be sacked by Jordan Harrell.
The trials of the season are tough, but these Tigers appear eager to take them all on.
We all eat. We all get to eat. I like the way we're playing. Yeah, we all get to eat. Let's go. Hey, we all get to eat.
They're anxious to get back out and get started. I expect Damari to practice and be ready to go. That'll be good because we need all hands on deck to go play against a good Purdue team.
What do we talk about all week? Game tackling. Everybody's swarming to the ball.
You're striving to be better. Winning is very difficult to do. Been talking about it for a long time. We're going to hit adversity. It's not always going to be sunny and 75 out. I think that speaks to the volume of what our locker room is like on stepping up and being what a leader's supposed to be.
This Week in Mizzou Football is brought to you by Bud Light, proud friend of the Missouri Tigers and famous among friends. University of Missouri Healthcare, Mid-Missouri's only academic health center, where yes finds a way. Shelter Insurance. For a free auto, home, and life insurance protection review, visit your local shelter agent or find us on the web at shelterinsurance.com. We're your shield. We're your shelter. And Purina Pro Plan, nutrition that performs.